This park is about making people in the cities feel better about themselves. The same people who sit here happily ripping precious metals and minerals out of the ground to make their phones and their electric cars, and they live lives of corporate waste. And then they emotionally dictate to regional families how we should manage our bush and care for our koalas. Labor has talked a big game here today about the coalition preventing bills from passing the upper house. Yet, what do we have here? More Labor waste. You're wasting our time. We have had this debate 3 times, including as recently as March 19 this year. And guess what? The king of game playing, the Premier, decides to get the member for the Blue Mountains to come down here and waste our time again. The Labor Party, they also pride themselves on looking after the worker. Now, who's up here? We've got the lovable member for Campbelltown, the member for Blue Mountains, and Regional Granville, who told us that the current fire services, national parks, state forestry workers, the RFS, that we weren't doing our job, that we neglected our community. And I am one of them, and I think it shows how expert you are, and I take offence to putting down our fire services from the regions. Because you've ruined your own environment. There is not a single skerrick of evidence that harvesting a tree selectively ruins the environment. Instead of strengthening our domestic industries by using the most sustainable building material, the only sustainable building material on the planet, we are actively weakening our regional industries for emotion. It ends up in timber being shipped from overseas. 4 billion net imports of timber in 2024. We have countries that are supplying that timber from weaker environmental standards. Southeast Asia countries who might cut down swathes of rainforest, and what about the animals there, the orangutans there? Aren't they endangered as well? And then it travels thousands of kilometres, wasting precious resources of fuel, increasing your emissions and driving up costs. We could be harvesting the best timber right here in Oxley. It's using the Labor Party is using flawed modelling to pretend that it's going to be a carbon profitable network, and it's on paper. It's paper accounting. It's not real money. When it comes to the koalas, we've got the CSIRO's National Koala Monitoring Program saying that there's over 500,000 koalas on the East Coast, and nationally there's over 800,000. So with the better surveys, we've got drones now that can pinpoint using heat, and improved modelling and data collection shows that there's years of misinformation being thrown about. This is all based on a Greens policy and a city-based policy, and yet Labor can't admit that they were wrong. Why do you think I'm the only member up here talking stats and science? Is it because maybe it's a city fluffy ideology? Probably. Anyway, when it comes to science and data, Dr. Brad Law, the chief scientist at DPI, showed using a 7-year study across 8.5 million hectares of forest, from Newcastle right up to the border, right where the Great Koala National Park is going to go, that regulated timber harvesting had no measurable impact on koala population. He also showed that the only threat to koala extinction is megafire, not bushfire, but megafire. Also, he noted that some of the killers of koalas are chlamydia, disease populations, urban encroachment, which we keep seeing. We should be building up, not out, not ruining our environment by building out all the time. We also have dog attacks affecting local populations and vehicle strikes. And a lot of it is because we have this ultimate consumption of harvesting trees to then keep the land bare and put houses on it. We need to keep building up. And when it comes to that area, our region right across the north coast there has consistently voted no to this park at the ballot box. Across 3 elections, multiple electorates, it has consistently voted no. That means it's a city policy being forced on our community. And so I guess it comes back to Labor and the workers. They have continuously broken the promise to protect workers and protect the environment by not protecting the best timber harvesting standards in the world. And they should hang their heads in shame for specifically harming the environment and harming our localised economy. It is the most sustainable material in the world.
I thank the member.